So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can change the color of hair, or change the color of eyes, or change the color of lips. Alright, so what you need to do is use another layer mask, and before we do that we need to duplicate the layer. Okay, so let's go over here. So I very roughly, very quickly, I should spend more time on this, but I have a rough sort of mask of her, okay? And I'm going to duplicate this layer. So right click, duplicate. Again, that's go to your layers, right click on the layer. So first click on the layer that you want, right click on the layer, and then you can duplicate. But actually before I do that, I'm going to write a name for that layer. I'm going to delete this layer I'm not using. Okay, so let's be organized. So this is the girl, and I'm going to right click on the girl layer, duplicate that layer, and call this hair. Okay. And I am going to actually hide the bottom layer so you can see what is happening. So now only the hair is visible. Okay, the hair layer is visible. So on this layer I want to only have hair. So I'm going to go into the mask here. So I clicked on here in the hair layer. I clicked on the mask and I make sure I'm on my brush tool, and I'm going to make sure that it's on black. So right now it's on white, so I'm going to go X on my keyboard. And then I'm actually going to mask away everything. I'm going to make my brush bigger so I can mask away everything but her hair. Okay, so everything but her hair. So it'll be like some kind of a floating wig. Okay, so only her hair. And when it comes to her temples, I kind of want to make it look a little bit natural. My brush that I've chosen right now has very defined edges, and I don't quite like that. It's going to look strange, so I'm going to choose the soft pressure brush. There we go, that's a little bit better. Make my size smaller. There we go. Make that smaller. Smaller. Maybe that would work better. Okay, so just kind of feather the edges there. Make it bigger. I kind of want that feathered edges there. So this is just only hair, okay? Don't worry, the girl layer still has all the information, but the hair layer only has hair. Now, I want to click, now when I go to hair, I want to click on the image now, and I'm going to use my image adjustments and maybe color balance to make the hair a different color. Okay, so if I wanted to make it more red, there we go. Bring the red out in her hair and go okay. And it's kind of too bright, so I'm also gonna go to image adjustments, and I'm gonna go maybe brightness contrast, and maybe bring down the brightness a bit, darken it. There we go. So now her hair is dark red. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my girl and show that. There we go. So now her hair is a different color. So if I hide the hair layer, you can see her. That's the original color, and this is her hair color. That's a darker red. Alright, so if I wanted to change the color of her eyes, I can do that as well. I'm going to go to girl and duplicate, right click, duplicate layer, and go, I'm going to duplicate this as eyes. Okay, and in that I am going to click on the mask here. Okay, I'm going to hide hair and I'm going to hide girl just so I can see what's happening in my eyes layer only. I'm going to use a big brush, and it can be just the hard round big brush, and I'm just going to take everything away except for her eyes. Okay, and only her eyes will remain. Go. And I didn't do a very good job. I kind of took too much of her eyes out. That's okay. I can use the X and then just add it back in. Same as here. Add it back in there. And now I have just her eyes, right? So I know it looks a bit creepy, but that's okay. Alright, so let's go here and go to image adjustments and color balance and make them green. And now let's go show everything.